Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Cleveland Browns. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let's go. Set. 18. 51. Stay with your man.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. It's a second down run with Sanders. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now the first carry for Bush. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 6 yards in the first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
He's coming, double up. Check 26, check 26.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And some room to work. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
They'll run on first down. It's Bush. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check 49, check 49. Check 3, check 3.
On 1st down, it's Campbell. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Boone keeps himself upright. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ezekiel Ansah. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Boone. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. This is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Running right, here's Sanders. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there, with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again. Moon. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Moon to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
They'll try and throw for it here. Forced out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Texans take over an excellent field position. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter.
Check 99. Check 99. 99.
On first down, Watson looking for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. And on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. With his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Texans push further out in front. Bailey got the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken short, and he's going to be out of bounds on the return way back at the 11.
At their own 11-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
To throw on 2nd down, Moon. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4. And that's twice now already in this first quarter that he's been able to knock a ball away.
They're going to need that from him and plenty more if they want to slow down this passing game. Thus far, though, he's been a ball magnet.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Campbell. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
51's Mike. Mike 51.
On first down, it's Moon. The throw taken in by Sims. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the run, it's Campbell. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On second down, here's Moon. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now Moon. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively.
Check 31, check 31. Go. I got you. Go. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, it's coming up. Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Now a first down throw, Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Watson letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
And Walker has it. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Set. Great team. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Kill.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans push further out in front. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, It almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Get ready. Get ready.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Now a first down throw, Moon. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Here's Moon. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
54.
They'll run. It's Sanders. About 3 yards there to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Double tight. Double tight. Odd. 5 down. 5 down. Stand up in.
They give it off here to the tight end. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Switch. 54.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Dan Bailey now for the field goal try. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Bailey's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any...
And Sims lost it. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On second down now. It's Campbell. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Blue Dan, blue Dan. 6-6. Let's go.
To throw on second down. Moon to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. From the gun on 3rd down. Moon. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ziggy Ansah able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
On first down, it's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
This will be taken short. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Let's go.
Again, they run with Campbell. And some space here. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. An 23-yard touchdown. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And he's got it as the score is now 31-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Check 13. Check 52. Get along. Rest. 55. That's it.
They'll start on the ground with Bush. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And that's where this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
50, marking the car. You.
From the gun, here's Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Head set. 19. 50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. Watch the screen. 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 Mike's behind him.
And I think the ball's out.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Check 24. Check 24. Hey, we got to snap it.
On second down, it's Sanders, and he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Set. 19. 56. Come on. You better bring it. 59. Bang. Shoot.
Now Sanders. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Watson eluding the pressure right. The 20, and he'll hit his tight end, Walker. Touchdown, Houston. Delaney Walker, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Browns' drive about to get started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll keep it on the ground. Campbell. And down he'll go at the 25. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. 51's on front. Mike 51.
On 1st and 10, Moon. His throw incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, Moon. He's going to fire one deep left. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, Mike 50. Here we go, here we go.
Out of the gun, it's Moon. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Texans scoop it. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Bailey got the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
51 the mic, boy.
From the gun, here's Moon. Open man here, Sims complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
51 Mike. Mike 51. Not here. Right here, guys.
Operating from the gun, Moon. He finds Beckham complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 43. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Moon. It's caught by OBJ. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
That's another Browns first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. From the gun, Moon sliding out of the... And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. J.J. Watt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now Moon. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. It's going to be a long...
Operating from the gun, Moon. He's got his man, that's Landry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
They'll run on first down. It's Campbell. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the Texans' 11-yard line.
51's Mike. Mike's 51. Trot. Nothing. You ain't got nothing. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. We own them. We own them.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Go. Slam. Check.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel...
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Browns are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A gain of 3, second down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Watson now to throw. It's complete to Fuller. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Check. Check. Hey, 24. Check. Check.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Watson on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Watch the twist. Show it up. Show it up. Check.
Watson. And the pressure gets to him again.
It has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Out of the gun, Watson. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Taken from just outside the 30. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
Coming to you. Hot seven. Mike 51. Hey, it's coming up.
On 1st down, it's moved. The throw taken in by Sims. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. The way he went into that contact as a rookie QB, you just kind of hold your breath. Maybe slide there?
Probably a very good idea. Not probably. Definitely a very good idea. And I go back to something someone told me a long time ago. In college, yeah.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. He was looking for Landry that time. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Man, that's trash. That's trash. Hey, you got to get moving, man. Man, move it. You got to get that.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that, because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
He was brought down by Denzel Ward. It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down. Today's final score, Texans.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Houston, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Browns, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.